Alright, how does SpongeBob has one giant eye? He's like plankton. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Crafter Notebook 11 here, and we're going to be looking at SpongeBob animation errors that slip through editing part 9. And some of these are really crazy, and you're not going to believe something. So let's begin. Let's go on to number 10.
What's this? Patrick Star has risen from his seat and is pointing to center field. No, wait! He's pointing to a little boy with a hurt foot. Ladies and gentlemen, he's pointing to his mouth as if to indicate something.
Here, you can have mine.
And he's eating! He's eating! The great Starfino is eating!
Now this one is kind of hard, but when Patrick grabs the Krabby Patty by his tongue, his taste buds are red. But in the previous shot, when I screenshotted it, it's pink. I wonder, did the animators forgot that his tongue is red, pink, whatever. Let's go on to number 9.
In a minute, but I think your teeth might be getting in the way a little bit. Oh, why did you say so?
Now this one is kind of hard, but when Mr. Krabs holds the Krabby Patties, he's holding it, but in the next shot when he's pointing at Patrick, the Krabby Patties are missing. How did this happen? Now some people might say, well, SpongeBob's holding it. Well, we would have saw SpongeBob holding the Krabby Patties next to Mr. Krabs. It just disappeared. Did the animators forgot to take the patties to SpongeBob? Whatever. We didn't know. But whatever. Let's go on to number 8. Now this one is kind of hard, but when SpongeBob crashes into the lady's office, there's a crack. But in the next shot, when she's shocked, when SpongeBob is doing CSR because he accidentally dropped it, when it shows her being shocked, there is no SpongeBob crack with the pogo stick, which it should have. I guess the animators forgot to add the crack. Here we go. See? Did you see it? Well, let's go on to number 6. Okay, we're back on this one, and I already told you guys SpongeBob's hat is missing. But when SpongeBob hits Mrs. Puff's car, his mouth is also missing. When he inflates himself, where did his mouth go? And he also didn't have a watch. Wow, 2 animation errors at once. Whatever. Alright, let's go on to number 6. Now this one is kind of hard, but when the chum bucket explodes, by the dynamite, that's what I'm gonna call it. But when Plankton pours the dynamite inside, there is no permanent backwards reading, like the lettering on the dynamite gas, which it should have. I wonder, did the animators? Now I know some people might say, well, it's not even from permanent marker. Well, boy, I got some news for you. And I also, never mind, I didn't really find it. Whoops, see, look, there is no permanent backwards writing on the back. And I gotta say, this episode's pretty funny. Let's go on to number 5.
Eating at a terrific pace. But what's this? Patrick Star isn't moving. He seems stuck at the gate. What do you do?
Now this one is kind of easy, but the cheese, guys, where are the cheese? Literally, when Oswald McNulty and Patrick Star are eating competition, we don't see the cheese on that Krabby Patty, and that's actually an animation error because they forgot to add the cheese, guys. So the cheese did just disappear. Let's go on to number 4. Now this one is one of the hardest ones, but when that bell smashes to 1000 on Patrick, he has no dot eyes, which he should have on the picture when that frame smashes 1000 Krabby Patties. And here we go. Let's see. If Patrick doesn't have those, then if they didn't add that, then Patrick would be blind, and people would think he would be blind when that frame smashes 1000 Krabby Patties. Yeah, that is actually an animation error, and this one has no cheese again. But anyways, let's go on to number 3. Once again, we're back on this one, and ignore the arrow where it's pointing to where SpongeBob's tie is missing. But pay attention to the grass behind. It's supposed to be behind Old Man Jenkins and SpongeBob. But when SpongeBob extends from that potato bag, the grass is just literally just changed from very far away. Now some people might say, well, it was far away. Well, boy, I have some news for you. Take out a ruler and measure the exact length. It's supposed to be like 5 inches away, but then it's like 10 inches? That's really weird when SpongeBob starts to extend. Let's go on to number 2. Once again, we're back at this one, and this one does not have to do with the crack. I already showed you the crack, but when that lady opens her door, see, her desk and her chair is missing. I don't know how that happened. Did the animators probably forgot to add the chair in? Well, some people, I know they keep on saying, well, it probably slid. Well, we should have saw a piece of it. But now, let's go on to the final one. This one is going to shock you very well. Let's go.